Hello YouTubers, happy 2020. My name is Renee and I'm new to YouTube. Would like to bring up a subject, a topic that is I'm very passionate about, and that is our Black sisterhood in a sense. So I hope that you enjoy this video, and I hope that you will like, subscribe, and share this video. So I'd like to start off by saying congrats to all of the women and men who graduated in 2019 with bachelor's, master's, doctorates, medical, law degrees. From my LinkedIn feed, I can see that there were quite a few of us that actually graduated with those distinctions in 2019. So kudos to all of you guys, and congrats on your success. My issue with us, or not an issue, I would say a concern. It's this thing we call sisterhood, right? So I was just wondering about some things from my experience, my point of view. I'd like to make sure to give that disclaimer. This is my point of view. I'm one black woman amongst millions. But this has been my experience, and I wanted to share it. And I want to know what you guys' experience has been. So from my experience, and I'll go with the workplace, right? We meet in lots of areas, things of that nature. School, work, even our religious lives, churches, right? So we gather in a lot of places. And the one thing, unfortunately, I have recognized or have experienced is our lack of what we call the sisterhood. This is not to point any fingers. This is not to be judgmental. Just to bring up a question. Because if I have the question, I'm quite for sure many others of you have the same question out there. We wear our scarves, our African attire, right? And we know that we have commonalities that will have and will bond us throughout our existence, right? So we all understand that. We all get it. My experience has been working with black women. I don't see that bond. And I'm talking about genuine bond. Not talking about the fake smile, right? Head nod. Or the infamous turn away when you're coming towards me as to have an excuse of why I don't recognize you or speak to you. So I just wanted to kind of speak on that. Talk about something. This is not new. But you can maybe say rehash it. 2020, we want to do better, right? We want to do better. So for many of you who have probably read or are familiar with Aristotle, what did Aristotle say in regards to habits? How they're formed? What they make us, right? So it says we are repeatedly what we do. If we are sisters indeed, we really are concerned about one another. We really have an affinity for one another. We really have that bond. Then our behaviors would show it, right? No one would have to prompt us. We wouldn't have to remind ourselves. It would become the fabric of who we are. And this is not hate speech. This is not to highlight any other ethnic group. This is to us, about us. So I've been on many jobs, right? And where I didn't feel that welcome, that genuine. Can't say love, right? Love comes with time. takes time to grow to love people. But what we can have is a code of conduct. Irrespective if I agree with your lifestyle, if I don't, hey, agree with your dress or how you dress there's a code of conduct that we should have. So taking this negotiations course, the professor had us to view the Godfather, very first Godfather, or somewhere along that line, right? So Vito Corleone, right? We all know he was vying for that top position to be the Don, right? So this one particular scene, and some of you guys may remember it, the widow lady went to Vito's wife in regards to a situation that she had with her landlord. The wife spoke to Vito. Make a long story short, Vito went out to the landlord, right? Now he was accumulating his power, his influence within his community during that time. He didn't threaten the landlord. He didn't put a hit out on him. Any of you guys remember what he said? He said, ask about me. Ask around the neighborhood about me. You know why? Vito knew there was a code of conduct. Even if it was among peace or it was bound by that ethnic group. So we have our laws and things, but as a group, we have a code of conduct. So I want to ask you two viewers, what do you think it is? Do you think we lack a code of conduct amongst ourselves? Do you feel that with all the education, all the success that we're having, is it going to make a difference? What are we going to do with it? Anything going to change for us? Quite for sure you guys have heard the statistics. Women will be the largest group in the US of A in just a few years, not long from now. Holding the top positions in the workplace, right? Wielding some unprecedented power. Where are we as Black women going to stand? Now remember, it can't be individually. So think about what I said. Group behavior, that group mentality. There was a code of conduct among the group, among the neighborhood, among the ethnic people in Vito Corleone's community. And not only just his community, but wherever that ethnic group resided. So think about that going into 2020. Now, no one's asking anyone to do the impossible, right? But we have plenty of knowledge on other ethnic groups, their behaviors, how we fit into their plan and whatnot. But I believe in if there's going to be any change, it has to start within. That's just how I believe. That's my thought about things. There's no need for me to come sweep the dust from around your front door and mud and dirt and debris is piled up in front of mine. Because now I've tripped over something that's going to hold me back. So for 2020, Black women in particular, I want you to think about this. Because we have to start doing it, making it a habit, making it who we are. So we don't have to be prompted, reminded. It doesn't have to be rehashed. We want to make it a part of us, who we are. We want it to be genuine. It's going to take some time. I'm not saying overnight. I'm not saying tomorrow I'm going to go out and I'm going to be welcomed. Everybody's going to welcome me. No. And to be honest, I've had my conflict of thoughts in regards to working with Black women. I've had so many bad experiences till it kind of really left a bad taste in my mouth. I was one of those people going around saying, you know what? Out of all the ethnic groups, I've had the hardest time with the sisters. Ward them off. I just can't work with them. I just can't get along with them. But I had to rethink it. Because you're never going to get 100% on your side. You know that, right? Never going to have that 100%. But if we take anything from other ethnic groups, take a page of group mentality, the collective, the aggregate. You're not going to have everyone on board. But if you get enough people, you can make an impact. And that's what we're looking for. Enough of us that we make an impact. We can't afford to let this opportunity pass us by. If you've ever read Dr. Claude Anderson's, some of his readings, we're on our way, and if you subscribe to it, we're on our way to becoming a permanent underclass, if we're not already there. So what does that say? How does our education then benefit us, right? How does it benefit us? One individual alone is not going to make that impact. Doesn't matter how many politicians we have in office. Because the other side already has a head start, right? We got to get on it. We got to do this. And like I said, it's not pointing fingers. It's not being judgmental. It's taking an honest look to say, what are the issues? What are the problems? How do we combat them? Now let's put a strategy together. It's going to take some individuals working, but working together. Each one starts. Don't go in with those preconceived notions. There's no way I'm going to be able to work with us. No, the sisters, you can't work with the sisters. And like I said, this is not a religious taping. But religion is one aspect of our lives, right? So it plays a part in our behavior as well. But we're not talking individual, we're talking group. We're talking group behavior. How do we as a group incorporate religion into our daily lives? How do we operate within our beliefs? Is it okay for me to attend church, whatever day you attend church, and then go out with that same mentality against, in particular, and like I said, this is not hate speech. It's not to put you against or pit you against anyone. But it's for you to take a look within. Not asking for the impossible, but take a honest look. That includes me. What have I done to help the situation? What can I do to help the situation? We got to take a look at that. We got to take a look at it. We got to do better. Got to do better. And your actions cannot be predicated upon if someone else is going to act upon it, if they're going to do it, Then we'll be going around in circles. So until next time, I look forward to hearing from as many of you guys. View this, please like, subscribe, and share. And give your honest, dead honest opinion. It is not to point fingers. So we don't want any of that. We just want to start a dialogue. We just want to get to the bottom so that we can reach for the top. We got to do this. We got to do this, or we do the next generation a disservice. So until next time, once again, so happy to see you here in 2020. You guys be blessed.